Elena, and I am from Houston, but I live in Mexico. What is your name?
My name is Richard. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Richard. You look very happy today.
Yes, I am. I'm happy every day because because I have a house, I have my family, and so on.
I need your recipe so I can be happy every day too.
So, how are you?
Well, I am very good today. I'm happy, but maybe I don't show it like you do. But I am happy. So tell me, Richard, you're from Brazil.
Yes, I'm from Brazil. I live in Guarujá. Do you know this city?
I don't know. I know Brazil only on TV, on pictures.
It's in São Paulo.
In Sao Paulo. Oh, okay, I know Sao Paulo. It's more familiar. Why are you learning English? Is it for work or for school?
It's for my life. I really like to study English. So I would love to travel to the United States as well. And for my work.
And for your work.
Yes, I think to speak English is very, very important for our life because it's the language of the world.
It actually is, right? Everywhere you go, you can find at least one person that speaks English.
What?
Like, everywhere you go, you can find at least one person that speaks English.
Yeah. Yes. Speaking English, I can go to anywhere.
Yeah, anywhere, exactly. What are some of the places you would like to visit if you have the opportunity?
I would like to go to the USA, and I'd like to go to London too.
London.
Yes.
Well, in London, they speak British English. A little different.
It's a little bit different, right?
Yeah, a little bit different, but in general, it's the same. It's different accent. You can find UK teachers in Cambly if you want to listen to the pronunciation.
I don't speak with a lot of British English speakers because I don't like to have that accent. I don't like it.
Yeah, I completely understand. I used to live in Houston, and people that live in Dallas, Texas, they have a certain accent, like sort of like cowboys, sort of like that. And I lived in Houston, Texas, so I didn't get that accent. And now I say, oh, I'm glad. No cowboy accent.
Are there a lot of accents in the United States?
There are. If you live in the country, you have an accent. If you live in the city, you have a different accent. If you're from Texas, you have a different accent. So in general, they all speak English, but you will find a difference when they pronunciate the words.
I see. I am studying English because I have a dream to travel to the USA in 2020.
Well, not very long. One more year.
I've been studying English for 1 year and 5 months. So I think I'm still a beginner.
Yeah, but for only having studied 1 year and 5 months, you have very good English.
Oh, thank you.
Where did you study? Only Cambly, or did you go to an institute?
No. First, I was studying only on Cambly, but right now I'm studying on Cambly and at an English school.
I think that's the best. You should always combine an institute and Cambly, because in Cambly you develop your speaking skills, but you still need the grammar part.
Yes, but at my English school I don't have opportunity to talk, so I feel frustrated a lot of times. Because of this, I'm on Cambly. Yes, because I like to talk.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. It's good that you do this. And are you married? Do you have a wife?
No, I am single. I live with my parents and I only have 22 years old.
You're 22?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were older.
Really? Oh, no.
Yeah,
I'm looking older.
you look older. Yeah, I thought maybe 25, 26.
Oh, I'm so sad.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
What about you? How old are you?
Well, I'm 35. I'm much older than you. I'm 35 years old, so much older.
I see.
Yeah.
So, are you living in Mexico, right?
I do. I do. My mom and my dad, they are Mexican. So when I was 13, they decided to come back to Mexico.
But did you born in the United States or in Mexico?
I was born in Mexico. And when I was very young, they went to Houston. And then when I was 13, they came back to Mexico.
I see.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
So yeah, I have a long story. But it's good. It's good to know the two cultures.
Yes, it is. But do you prefer to live in Mexico or in the United States?
I prefer Mexico. I like the way people think, and I like everybody is very happy and everybody is nice. And in the USA, so many cultures that you have to be careful. You cannot be nice because you never know the personality or what can happen. So I prefer Mexico.
I see. I have a question for you. Is it true that in the United States people aren't so friendly?
It's true. It's true. They're not. But it's understandable because, mm, well, let me tell you an experience. When I was in middle school, I was going home and there was a guy in a truck and the guy smiled, like just, so I smiled back because it's courtesy. So I just smiled. And so he offered me money to get inside the truck with him. So
What?
when he did that, I was very
Really?
scared. Yes. And I was in middle school. I was 12 years old. So I started running, and fortunately for me, a cop drove by. So the man in the truck, he left really quick. So this is why people are not very nice, because you
Oh my
never
God.
know who they are or if they're crazy or not. So it's better to not be
It
nice.
was a horrible experience.
Well, yeah, and that's not the only one. Like I have many more. So this is why I
Because
prefer Mexico.
I see, because in Brazil, people are so friendly. Uh, for example, my neighbors, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes.
Okay, okay. Because, for example, my neighbors, we talk a lot. We speak with a lot of people and so on.
I think Brazil is similar to Mexico. Like everybody is friends with everybody, your neighbors and your family. And the USA is so big that you are always moving, so you always know a new person, new neighbors all the time.
That's really
And
cool.
yeah,
I'd
so
like to go to Mexico.
yeah, you should. Maybe one day you can come. And if you get paid in dollars, here dollars is more money, is better.
Oh, really cool.
Yeah, so yeah, benefits.
Okay. So, have you ever been to another country besides the United States?
Mm, no, I haven't. I've only been like inside of Mexico to different cities in Mexico, and inside the USA, different cities. Like I've been to Phoenix, Arizona. I've been to Sedona. I've been to Galveston, different places. And in Mexico, I've been to Torreon, I've been to Monterrey, but inside. That's it.
Really
I
cool.
want I want to visit Italy in the future.
Oh, you should. I think Italy is very good to visit, right?
You know why I want to visit Italy?
No, why?
For the food.
That's really cool. That
Yeah.
is one reason because I would like to go to the USA because of the food.
But in the USA, the food is delicious, but it makes you fat. So don't eat too much, okay?
Yes, I think I need to work out before I go to the USA.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Because everything is so delicious, you're going to want to eat and eat and eat and eat. And for some reason, it's cheaper to eat in a restaurant and than to eat in your house. It's cheaper.